Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King 2. And today I'm going to be giving you a brand new series. Yes, I finished up a few, so yeah. Enjoy this brand new series coming your way. I also placed a brand new series over in making 3 of What If Naruto is Strongest Sharingan, so go ahead and check out that and enjoy. So, today I'm going to be giving you part 1 of What If Naruto at his strongest was sent to another timeline. So stay in tune and enjoy this one, guys. Remember to get this one to 100 likes as usual. And also, if you want to see part 2, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Making family. And comment down below and tell me that you want to see part 2. And I'll be posting it as soon as possible for you guys to enjoy. And remember to go ahead and stay in tune for the other series coming your way. I did have 3 channels, and Making 2, and Making 3, which I post what if on every single day for you guys to enjoy. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into this new series. Start the intro. A young blonde with whisker marks on each cheeks was woken up by the glaring sun that came through his window as he tried to sink deeper into his luxurious mattress, only for springs to poke him in the back. He growled in anger as he was gonna shove the mattress into the face of the manufacturers. As young Naruto Uzumaki rose up as he stretched. Then he noticed where he was. Then the musty smell of the room hit his sensitive nose. He brought his hand as he touched his face, as he noticed child-like fingers. He got up as he looked around for a bathroom, as he finally found one, as he rushed towards the mirror. Naruto almost destroyed his small apartment. Almost. He was male and therefore, he loved to blow things up with various objects, including explosive jutsus and more often than not, tail beast bombs. With that count as overkill, he thought to himself. As Naruto looked down towards his pitiful body, he was a child again. He was a child. Again? In some village he hadn't taken the time to recognize yet. What the hell was going on? He quickly closed his eyes as he felt for that tugging motion. As he entered his mindscape, Naruto was relieved when he saw the giant nine-tailed fox sleeping. His mindscape was the same, in that same sea of shining whiteness. As he looked over towards the fox, who was snoring, he curbed his desire from not screaming into the beast's ears. As he folded his arms and waited for the fox to wake up, as he started to tap his feet on the whiteness, as a tapping sound started to come into the existence. But the fox refused to wake up, as Naruto took drastic measures. Mainly, that meant yelling like a child. Wait, he was a child at the moment. Hey Kurama! Wake your lazy fox ass up. There was a deep groan as the greatest Bichu cracked open one of its eyes. It closed back its eye, decided to ignore its host until the fox realized. What the hell? What the hell? Said Kurama as he looked toward the small Naruto. I could ask you the same thing. Why the hell are you so tiny? Said Kurama. Why the hell am I so tiny? Naruto said back. The fox got up as he looked down on its host. What the hell was he even wearing? Who the hell wear that kind of clothing to sleep? Alright, what's happening outside? We're in some village and we're living in an incredibly shitty apartment. What's the date? Said Kurama. Hang on, said Naruto as he vanished for a moment. He then reappeared. From what I can tell, we're enrolled in the Shinobi Academy, if the calendar is correct. And if the gigantic monument outside tell me anything, we're in the village hidden in a leaf. How old am I, anyway? The beast hummed in thought as he scanned Naruto's body. You're about 13, still in the academy. Yeah, we're graduating today. How the hell am I supposed to act? I need more information. Let's go outside maybe. We can get some information by acting like an idiot. You mean me act like an idiot? I know what I meant, said Kurama. As Naruto left his mindscape as he went to his closet, as he nearly gagged when he saw his clothing. Orange was a nice color, he had no problem against it, but who the hell had 5 sets of orange tracksuit? It was loose on his frame as he put it on, and it was heavy and also flashy. Orange? What kind of ninja wear orange? He shook his head as he walked outside. Despite this new shorter body, he was not tripping over himself, he was walking quite decently. As every shinobi, every elite humble shinobi, knew how to acclimate themselves to different situations. And in Naruto's case, he was a elite of the elite. As he walked through the streets, this was Konoha, but not the one that he was born in. This one was different from what you remember, but he hadn't visited his own village in years. In his own timeline, he then saw a man glaring at him, hatefully. Not just that man alone, many people. They grit their teeth when he was near, and he spoke softly behind his back. Demon brat. You know, this is already starting to annoy me, said Kurama. Why does the village know that you're a Jinchuriki? I thought Jiren's Navi insisted no one knowing about that. It might not be like it here, said Naruto. As he looked around, the adults seemed to know that he was a Jinchuriki. I'm guessing the Anbus are stationed nearby for my protection, said Naruto, as he glanced up towards the sun. As he decided to make his way to the academy, if the calendar was correct, there was a graduation exam today. His Chunin sensei, Haruka, was waiting there. As Naruto walked in and picked a seat near some random student, as Naruto realized that it was a younger version of Kiba. Kiba made a snide comment about his grades and that he was gonna fail. As Naruto rolled his eyes and placed a cheek on his fist, as he chose to ignore Kiba. And it worked, as Kiba was getting pissed off that Naruto was ignoring him. It was then that he saw the others. As he saw Sakura Haruno and Ino Yamanaka fighting on who get to sit next to Sasuke. Sasuke was doing a good job ignoring them, but there was tick marks on his head. I was here first, Ino pig. No way, forehead. Sasuke is my true love. Keep on dreaming. As Naruto watched them, as he was shocked. Holy shit. This was just pathetic. I mean, what happened to the village? As he wondered where the actual Kunoichis were. And this was not some illusion, but these girls were pathetic. Stop fighting, he said, his tone commanding, as both girls turned towards him. Shut up, Naruto, you idiot. You can't tell us what to do, Ino shouted back. As Ino seized control of Sakura, distraction, as she snatched his seat up. As Sakura noticed that she growled, as she pulled up her sleeves. As Naruto watched her advancing towards him, what the hell was she gonna do? Hit him? As Haruka then told everyone to quiet down, as she was forced to sit down on the other side. I'm glad most of you are here, Haruka said. Today is the day where each of you will take the graduation test. This exam will tell us whether or not you're ready to become Genins. I hope you have all studied hard for this. It won't be easy after all. Now the first exam will be a written test. Please answer all 30 questions within the time limit. As he wrote the time limit on the board as he handed the papers out, he told them all to begin. As Naruto immediately realized that his paper had a genjutsu on it. It seems like one of the proctors had something against him, for obvious reasons. Hey, Haruka-sensei, said Naruto. The man came over and approached as Naruto whispered in his ear. Why did this paper have a genjutsu on it? Haruka took a glance at the paper as he frowned. He then glanced over to his assistant, Mizuki, who dispelled the genjutsu. As Haruka went back, why didn't you dispel it yourself, said Kurama. As Naruto merely shook his head, as he wanted to know if Haruka was the one that placed the genjutsu, but it wasn't him. As Naruto looked over towards Mizuki, that was the man. As Naruto looked over the test, as he wrote down all sorts of foolishness for each questions. Jinchurikis had to be ninjas. If they were not ninjas, what would be the point of them being Jinchurikis? So, even if he did fail at everything, he would still be a ninja. He was sure of it. Even if he did not, he would just mess around. For a while. Because there was no reason for him being here anyway. The timer rang. As Haruka called it the test. As they move on to the next phase, accuracy. As Naruto watches, most students had average accuracy. Only enough to pass. Sasuke's was perfect. As Naruto expected that. But Sasuke's personality was so different from what Naruto was used to in his own timeline. Plus, his cousin and sister weren't in the class either as Naruto looked around. As Naruto took the shuriken when name was called as he threw it to one hand. All of the points were embedded. As the blonde realized that he perhaps shouldn't have done that, as everyone looked at him with complete shock, Haruka was gaping to what he saw before he gave Naruto a smile of congratulations of doing so well. The next test was the body replacement jutsu. as Naruto's score perfectly average. Enough to pass, but not enough to draw attention to himself. Iruka seemed a bit disappointed, but oh well. Then there was a transformation technique. Students were asked to transform to Iruka, as Naruto completed without much fuss. As Iruka congratulated him as he gave him back a smile. Alright, Iruka said, the final exam would be the clone technique. You are to perform 3 clones in order to pass. Shit, said Kurama. You can't do clones. You think there's an alternative test that you can do because of your large chakra reserves? I don't think so, said Naruto. As student was asked to perform technique. It was either do that or fail. And Naruto failed. Spectacularly as well. Amazing, elite, ultimate shinobi or not. He just could not perform lower level jutsus. It was impossible. There was no point either for him to use a regular clone technique because he could use the shadow clone technique. Iruka shook his head. I'm sorry, Naruto, he said. Your scores weren't enough to pass you. You fail. Time skip. As Naruto was outside as he watched the parents, as many of them saw him without a headband, they were glad that he did not pass. Wow. He was supposed to be the village weapon. He was their damn trump card and they treat him like this. What the shit? Konoha, like Kumo, were supposed to be... Oh right. Different timeline. Different Konoha. Someone landing beside him was Mizuki. As the man tried to convince him to steal a scroll of sealing, he wondered how dumb was this Naruto in this timeline. Why would he fall for something like this? Well, it seems like you were a retard or something, given that you were surprised that you got that much on accuracy. Well, or rather your other self was one, said Kurama as Naruto narrowed his eyes. How was he supposed to steal a forbidden scroll? As Mizuki gave him the location, as Naruto made his way towards Hokage's tower, entering. What the hell? It was not in a secure area. It was sitting there on a stand. Just what the hell is going on with the village? As he was making his way out, he saw Hiruzen. As Hiruzen looked towards him with a frown. In Naruto's timeline, the third had been very kind, even after he retired. The man eventually died from old age, but the man was responsible, growing Naruto properly, and giving him the proper amount of training. The man called him Naruto-kun. Given that affectional suffix that he added to his name, Naruto was able to deduce many things in that second. 1. The Hokage maintained a close relationship with the elder Naruto to foster a sense of loyalty to the village. Perhaps he also liked him as well. The Kyuubi had mentioned Naruto's strange ability to draw people towards him. 2. Given that he was still Hokage by the hat, Jiraiya and Tsunade were not here. Jiraiya had picked up the hat after securing his spine network, and Tsunade had remained in the village to raise her own family. Her son and daughter was very nice to him when he was younger. Her brother and son, when they awakened their Kid Genkai, they had helped him control his Jinchuriki powers. And the last final fact, Hiruzen was still a pervert, as Naruto saw the book hang out of his pocket. So, there was an easy way to get out of this. He went through hand sign as he transformed. Blood exploded from Hiruzen's nose as he crashed in the wall. As Naruto shook his head as he made his way towards the forest. Once he got there, he opened the scroll. You already know all of these, said Kurama. Yeah, I was hoping there would be some other techniques inside, but it seems like there's a lack of techniques in here. It's missing a lot of stuff. More differences, said Kurama. As Naruto shrugged as he leaned back against the tree, waiting for Mizuki. Iruka arrived first though, as Naruto played dumb. Then Naruto watched the whole scene play out as Mizuki arrived, as he broke the third law by telling him about the Kyuubi. As Iruka glanced towards Naruto, waiting for the mental breakdown. Wow. How are you tuning? I thought that tuning had to have some kind of IQ before they were promoted. But you're just a goddamn idiot. What? You demon, I'll kill you, said Mizuki, as he clutched the shuriken. As he threw it, Iruka was about to intercept, but he noticed Naruto going through the replacement technique. Hand signs. The shuriken sliced right through Naruto, who turned to a log. As Naruto appeared behind Mizuki, who turned and stabbed the kunai into his shoulder. As Naruto smiled before, boom! He exploded. The top half of the tree was destroyed and Mizuki's charred body fell to the ground. As the real Naruto emerged from behind the tree, appeared weak and broken, like he was a 13-year-old who wasn't an elite godly shinobi stuck in a 13-year-old body. This led to a visit with the Hokage as Naruto watched it pass by. Iruka treated him to ramen to make him feel good. After that was over, that was just mentally exhausting. How strong are the coils of this body? Naruto asked Kyuubi. I'm already strengthening them. We can't go full Bichu for long though, but we could last probably 5 or so minutes. As time goes by, it would last longer. Naruto sighs, he collapsed in bed. This was already giving him a huge headache. Several days later, after he got his head banged, he immediately went towards the library. The librarian tried to kick him out, but Naruto ignored her. Like, what could she really do to stop him? She wasn't a ninja. She couldn't fight him or anything. She could not really force him out. As he read upon his history, Madara was able to control the Kyuubi in the past. The fort had died again. The Uzumaki clan was gone. That was surprising. And what the hell? Uchiha massacre? As that confused the hell out of him, and many more things. He had went to the academy afterwards, as Kiba made a remark that he shouldn't be here. As Naruto tapped his forehead protector, Kiba was shocked. Not just Kiba, though many people. You feel like, said Grandma. They were shocked, but also happiness in the room. As Naruto glanced up towards Hinata, who was much more timid than before. I like your other personality, Naruto thought, as he watched as Sakura and Ino walked in. As Naruto zoned out as they argue, this time Sakura grabbed the seat and gave Ino a smug smirk. Iruka walked in as Naruto decided to ignore him, as he began his boring lectures. As Team 7 was called, as Naruto aimed upon Sakura and Sasuke's team, with Kakashi as their sensei. Feels a bit like politics. 2 Sharingan users on a team with a Jinchuriki. Yeah, I agree, said Kurama. And then, what the shit? Kakashi was late. Kakashi in his time was never late. Obito Uchiha was never on time. But here, Kakashi was the late one. As Naruto sighed in annoyance, after a while Kakashi finally showed up, as he told him to meet him on the top of the academy. And then the introduction started. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I like many things, but your tardiness isn't one of them, said Naruto. Kakashi gave my deadpan look. I don't like people who annoy me. I don't have any hobby at the moment. And I'm seriously reconsidering the dream I used to have. Nope, no reaction. Then came Sasuke. As he gave his badass introduction, well, Sakura made look that way, given how much she was gawking over him. As Naruto scoffed. Is there a problem, Kakashi asks. No, nothing at all, except what he really wanted to say was that she was a stupid, dumb, idiotic fangirl in a world of death, and she was gonna die soon if this continued. But he said no, I'm fine. As Kakashi nodded, as he started to talk about the beginning of the bell test, don't eat breakfast or you might throw up. As Naruto shrugged it off when he arrived 2 hours late. Sakura and Sasuke was there as he had arrived early, but they were stupid. Didn't they realize that the man arrived late to the academy to pick them up? Kakashi arrived a bit after Naruto. He set everything up and told him to come at him with the intent to kill. As Naruto burst out laughing, what's so funny, said Kakashi. We're 3, first Genin. We can't possibly defeat you. You're a Jonin, said Naruto. The only way for us to defeat you would have been to launch a series of coordinated attacks. Bang bang, said Kurama. What the hell's that, said Naruto. That's the sound of light bulbs going off in your teammate's head. As Naruto turned towards his team, they were reluctant, but he convinced them to work together. Sakura did for Sasuke. Sasuke only wanted to get stronger. As Naruto just wanted to get through all this hell, he wanted to see the status of all the nations out there. Maybe he should just run away or something. Nah, he'd wait until Kurama finished the changes. So, with a shoddy plan, Team 7 was unable to get a bell. As Naruto couldn't really show off that he was not exactly a kid. Still, Kakashi passed him once Naruto let his team inside the food. Finally, time for some D ranks. He needed money for some ramen anyway. Time skip. Naruto stroked Tora in his arms, as the cat was a pain in the ass to catch for Sakura, given all the scratches over her, it seems. Sasuke didn't even do anything and Kakashi was reading porn. Even in this timeline, his perverted godfather wrote porn. Sakura started to yell about how they've been doing nothing but D ranks since they became a team. That's not entirely true, said Naruto. You've been trying to get a date with Sasuke and failing on every single terms. She turned towards him and she tried to punch him, as he dodged all of her attacks as she fumed, realized that she could not hit him. After a lot of complaining, they got a C-rank mission, as they were off with Tazuna. As Naruto noticed that something was off as they were making their way, and the hot sunny day, Naruto saw 2 puddles on the road. How stupid do they think we are? Well, judging that Sasuke and Sakura didn't notice anything. Plenty stupid it seems. As they popped up, Sakura screamed as Kakashi got torn into half, as Sasuke leapt into action. As Naruto watched Sasuke, it seems the last loyal Uchiha was much more skilled than he let on. The academy must have sucked for his level. Then one of the Kira ninjas rushed towards him. As Kurama started laughing his head at how slow the guy was moving. As Naruto slapped the hand away and slammed a punch into his gut. The man doubled over in pain. Kakashi then walked in, dramatic entrance and all. It seemed Tezuno was lying, but they had a mission to do. While they were being transported across the sea, Tezuno gave them this sad story about his grandson. As Naruto zoned out until the man was done. Well, what do you guys think? Sakura seemed unsure. Sasuke didn't seem to have any inclination on either side. Why the hell not, said Naruto, as that was what convinced him to keep on going, as he cursed at the end of his sentence, as Kakashi tried to lecture him from swearing. As he told the man that he was an adult, and he could swear if he wanted to. Kakashi rolled his eyes as he returned back to his post as was bang. As they got there, Naruto had no idea who the hell Gato was. In his time, the Land of Waves was prosperous thanks to the Land of Whirlpool. He guessed because of the Land of Whirlpool not being here, Land of Wave and other miniature lands were susceptible to people like Gato. He'll kill Gato while he was here. Why not? As Naruto felt two chakra signatures on a distance off. One of them was familiar as Zabuza Mamakai. The other one, he wasn't so sure who it was. As a sword then came flying over the other's duck, as Naruto stood there. He was really short, so there was no point as it flipped into a tree. Looks like I miss. As Zabuza appeared on his blade, like a total badass, Kakashi told him to surround Tezuno and protect him, as he then pulled up his headband to show his super awesome Sharingan eye. Sasuke was stunned. He was only 13 or maybe 12, so he didn't know about magical procedures that implant super eyes into eye sockets. As Zabuza then created his mess as he started to give a speech. You know, said Naruto, cutting him off, if you're really this demon of the mists, or whatever, you would stop your stupid dialogue and just kill us. I mean seriously. What the shit are you doing, said Naruto, as everyone looked towards him in shock. What, said Naruto. You know, that's not a bad idea, kid. I think I'll go with you first, said Zabuza. A water clone appeared but Kakashi stopped it and turned it back into water. And then they start to go on a monologue about Kakashi's Sharingan. As Naruto zoned out, he was getting kind of bored. Did any villain back in his own timeline did this thing? Nagato, Sasori. I think Orochimaru did as well, said Kurama. But with him it's so hard to tell. I mean, I know, right? He flirts with children openly. It's just so creepy. Yeah, and the whole want your body thing doesn't help either, said Kurama. As Naruto returns attention back to the fight, and Kakashi got captured in a water technique. You're powerless to me now, Sharingan Kakashi. I think I'll take my sweet time killing your students. He then created a water clone. Hey, do something, said Kurama. Your team is scared shitless. As Naruto created a bunch of clones that dogpile the clone. But they were slaughtered. As one of them survived and threw a Fuma Shuriken towards Sasuke, who realized what was going on as he threw it. As he turned to Naruto at the last moment, Zabuza stabbed his blade right through Naruto. As everyone's eyes went wide, Sakura screamed, but then Naruto exploded. The water prison exploded outwards as Kakashi was thrown back but unharmed, as Zabuza was sent sailing. The real Naruto appeared. I really love the great clone explosion technique. As Kakashi told him to stay back even after he just got caught. What? Was he messing around or something? As Kakashi was able to defeat him though, before it was stopped, the battle that is, by a hunter named who was really disguised Haku. Hey, said Naruto, aren't you supposed to take his head? I am sorry, but I do not know any fire jutsu, and the body is very important to my village, and I do not trust Yukonoha shinobis either. I thought you guys were supposed to be prepared for anything. The hunter then took the body and jumped away. Kakashi then fell as he collapsed. As Naruto shook his head. Time skip. As Naruto was looking at Tsunami, the woman could cook clean, and she wasn't that bad in the eyes. Well, he had a type. He liked women that were strong, independent, and had a good chance of kicking his ass. He wasn't a masochist or anything. He just liked a strong woman. Kakashi then said that he was going to teach them the tree walking exercise. What would that do again? I just can't, said Naruto. Just bear with it, said Kurama. As Naruto walked up the tree, him and Sakura got it instantly as Sasuke was the only one that did not get it right away. As Sasuke appeared later that night as he was all beaten up. "You finally got it," said Naruto. "You know, you could have just asked." Sasuke snorted as Naruto returned back to his meal. And Naruto then started a rant. Gato was this invincible man. He was powerful. He couldn't be stopped. "Oh shit." "Huh, he's that strong, huh, kid?" said Kurama. "Yeah, I guess so," said Naruto. "I mean, this village has no ninja support, and yet he was able to oppress it with thugs, so he's strong." "I'm impressed," said Kurama. "Yeah, me too," said Naruto. "Hey kid," said Naruto. "You wanna know how much ways a shinobi could kill a person?" As Naruto started to list them off, when he reached number 37, Kakashi ordered him to stop. As everyone's faces started green, as Naruto snickered before he left, he didn't want to find out if anyone puked. As he arrived in the forest and slumped down, chatting with Kurama. After a while, a rather pretty girl in a kimono entered the clearing. "What are you doing so deep in the forest?" Her voice was soft and sweet. "Relaxing. I'm kinda tired from training." "Oh, you're a shinobi. Which village are you from?" "The village hidden in a leaf." "Do you have a dream?" she asked. "Don't know. Used to. But my world has been turned upside down." As he pulled himself up and started to stretch. "Do you have anyone that you fight for?" As Naruto thought about his answers, he could not see a furball stuck in his gut because that sounded really silly. Screw it. "I fight for a furball stuck in my gut," he said. The girl raised her eyebrow, looking confused. "Oh, right. You might not understand. Shinobi matters are quite ambiguous sometimes. Civilians like yourself might not understand it." "I see. Why would you protect that furball in your gut, as you called it?" "It's been with me my entire life. If I go, it goes." "So, why not?" said Naruto. Well, I believe people are strongest is when they're fighting to protect someone that is precious to them. That furball is precious to you, correct?" "Yeah, very precious." He heard Kurama snorted in his head as she started to pick up some herbs. "Who are you picking herbs for?" "Someone precious to me." Whoever is precious to you must be lucky to have such an attractive girl. Looking after them. What's your name?" "Mine is Naruto Uzumaki." "My name is Haku." As she was about to leave, "Oh, by the way, I'm a guy." "Bullshit," said Naruto. She looked at him for a moment. "The furball in my gut can smell your pheromones. You're most definitely female." "Care to prove that?" she said. As Naruto chuckled, "I'm not that kind of guy. Besides, it's cool. If you're pretending to be male, Gato henchmen are running around, and I suspect it would be dangerous for a female to be on her own, even if she's a ninja." Haku jumped back as she entered a backup stance. "Relax, I'm not gonna attack you. I don't know who you are, besides from your name." She relaxed her stance. "Besides, you should be careful. There's a strong missing in the area." As Haku nodded as she turned, he had this wide, charming smile that caused her to almost blush. Almost. "Nice to meet you, Haku-chan. I hope we can meet another day." Some time passed on this boring mission, as Naruto overslept. When he arrived, there was chaos everywhere. He had saved Tsunami and Nere from the bandits, as Sasuke was fighting in the ice dome. As Haku watched as Naruto nonchalantly walked into the environment. "Well, that is quite pathetic, Uchiha." Sasuke glared at him. "Look, all I'm saying is, this is ice. Shouldn't you, be able to melt it or something? Unless this isn't normal ice." As Naruto looked up, I didn't think a member of the Yuhi clan would go rogue. Wait. Different timeline, different theory. Haku was surprised the blonde knew of her destroyed clan, but the way he spoke of it was strange. As Naruto created clones, as Haku pelted them with needles. Sasuke awakened his Sharingan as he got knocked out by the needles. "I'm sorry to kill your friend. Please surrender. I don't want to kill you." "Really?" said Naruto. "I was waiting for you to knock him out, Haku-chan. My sensei and female teammate won't notice this since we're in here. But I'm gonna beat you into submission," said Naruto, as he checked his hands over. "And then afterwards, I'll take you out to dinner as an apology, okay?" Haku was confused. Why was he flirting with her in a battle? As she got ready to prepare her senbons. As she threw them, the blood vanished. She looked around. Where the hell did he go? There was no after image, no blur. Bam! All of the mirrors shattered instantly as she was thrown. As she crashed outside. How did you end my jutsu? You're even faster than I am. I'm a Jinjulki, darling. I was created to be a tool, a weapon. I'm the leaf trump card, but they don't treat me as such. They treat me as a monster, but honestly, I don't care. The people who matter won't mind at all." As Haku then went through her own monologue, heart-wrenching, sad, and then heartwarming as Zabuza picked her up. It really put the demon to the mist in another light. Wait, that wasn't a light. That was Kakashi lightning blade in distance. Haku glanced over as Naruto slammed both hands together. as he created a whirlwind that stopped everything. As the entire mist was blown away, it also revealed Goto and his men. As Goto revealed that he was here to kill them, as he was going to pay them. So there was no reason for them to fight. So they ended up taking care of Goto and his men. In the end, all of them was at Tsunami's house. Sasuke was happy to have awakened his Sharingan. Kakashi was happy his students were alive. And Haku was glad that his master was still alive. Haku was the only one that knew that Naruto was not exactly as he seems. The night before they left, Haku dragged him declaring that they met in. I want to know, tell me why you think Ayuki will stay loyal to Kira. Would you believe me if I said I was from an alternate timeline with Kira and did not get it Bloody Mist moniker? She gave him a deadpan look. You know, I'm kind of telling the truth, but it's gonna be hard to believe me, said Naruto. Well, I guess I was misinformed. I was taught to be loyal to my village after all. Kikinkais are useful. Aside from common sense, how would you know that? Does the surname Uzumaki remind you of anything? A past clan, near Kira. Haku watched as Naruto made a hand sign, as moisture was drawn from the night air, as it came around his hand and formed ice shards, as he fired to a nearby tree and shredded it. You know, that kind of seemed overpowered, said Grandma. Look, I'm from an alternate future. This body has had a damn bloodline for a while, and I'm only now able to awaken it. God, who knows how long the idiot that resides in here would take to awaken it? You know, as Haku looked towards the tree, you strike me as strangely overpowered. As Naruto blinked. You know, I think you and the furball are in cahoots, Haku-chan, said Naruto, given that you just did the same thing. She was a bit confused, but the way he said it made her laugh. When they returned back to the house, Zabuza gave him a weird look, but Kakashi gave him a thumbs up. What did the man think happened? As some time passed, as they managed to get to know each other, much to Grandma's amusement, the bridge was named the Great Naruto Bridge. Zabuza and Haku left Team 7 to cross road, both determined to find more resources and recruits for their fight against the tainted Mizukage. Before they left, Haku gave him a kiss on the cheek, as Naruto decided to hightail it out of there, after giving her a wink before Zabuza tried to decapitate him. Kakashi chuckled to himself, muttering how his cute little Genin was a heartbreaker. As Sasuke was smirking, brute or not, he was a male teenager, and he gave congratulations where congratulations were due. As Sakura was flabbergasted, as Naruto was confused, Yagura was a calm, collected man. Used in the trade agreement with the boats, he had turned Kira into a prosperous village to be reckoned with. But in this timeline, he was insane and was killing off bloodline users. Bloodline users that made the village strong, he was killing them off. That made no sense. He would have to pay Haku a visit once she got near to Kira. He had given her a scroll, and inside the Harashin seal was there, so he could teleport to her. Time skip as Naruto was walking to the academy, as Kakashi had given him the forms of tuning exams on the exact day. I mean, like, come on. The man hadn't taught him anything except for a tree walking exercise, and he learned that when he was 5 years old, in his own timeline. As Naruto saw some guy in a black suit holding up the third grandson and threatening him. You know, said Naruto, threatening, the Hokage's grandson could possibly lead between war between the Sand and Konoha. As the guy dropped Konohamaru. Besides, we're much better than you fools. I mean, how are you guys still a part of the Great Five Nations? What? You dare insult my home? I'll get you for that. Karasu will deal with you nicely. The blonde girl behind him scolded him to not do anything reckless or stupid. As Naruto looked around, like, where the hell were the envoys? This guy came in and threatened the Hokage's grandson. Was that serious? As Naruto noticed Sasuke hopped up in a nearby tree, and he saw the girl from the sand blush a bit. Please, please, God, not another fangirl. Then he noticed something. Huh, another Jinchuriki. As Gaara did the whole Shutabar kill you thing. That was stolen by Mikurumi. As Gaara jumped down, Naruto looked him over. As Naruto speak it as it was. Yeah, you're wearing makeup, he said, looking towards Kankuro. And you're possibly another fangirl as he looked towards Tamari. And you're spewing killer intent like it's going out of fashion. You know, people come around you more if you just lessen on killer intent, dumbass. The group was shocked that he said that to Gaara, it seems. As Gaara turned towards him. What's your name? Naruto Uzumaki, the best ninja ever. And don't even laugh at me, since it's true. I could beat everyone here without even breaking a sweat. I am Gaara of the desert. My siblings are Kankuro and Temari. I will enjoy killing you, Naruto Uzumaki. Yeah, tell Shikaku that he, she, or whatever gender it's choosing, it can kiss my ass. As Kankuro and Tamara were gaping in shock, as Naruto told Sakura and Sasuke to come along. He's insane. As they made their way towards the exam room, the place that had a genjutsu on to weed out the idiots, but Sasuke had to go and tell everyone. As Naruto blinked, are you retarded? What are you talking about, dope? You realize that every half-ass team is gonna be in the exam now, right? Because you told them it was a genjutsu. I mean, are you that stupid? As Naruto sighed, he just walked off, seeing Sasuke looking irritated. He then decided it was a good idea to fight Lee. Even though Naruto told him not to, he got his ass kicked. Told you so, dumbass, said Naruto. As they made Kakashi the door, as they went inside. Good God, said Naruto. Are these Genins? I could beat everyone here without breaking a sweat. You're all pathetic. Shut up, Naruto, idiot. People are glaring at us, said Sakura. Goddamn, said Naruto. There isn't even anyone attractive in here. Come on, aren't the children exams supposed to have a diversity of people? It feels like a goddamn sausage fest. As Kiba burst out laughing, with the others coming in as well as Kabuto told them that they were being watched. As Naruto looked towards Kabuto, as he snarled, Kabuto was annoying. The man was like a goddamn insect, he never died. He always came back no matter what you threw at him. He was tempted to remove Kabuto now, but he had to find out what his plan was. As he gave them cards, saying that he can tell them about them because he been through this 6 times before. How was he supposed to have sensitive information from other villages? Didn't anyone realize that that was strange? As Kiba asked about Naruto, Naruto snatched it away from Kabuto, faster than Kabuto expected as Naruto tore it up. Too slow, you bastard, said Naruto. Kabuto then made a quirk about the sound, as the sound ninjas rushed him. Ibiki didn't appear and stop anything from escalating, as they were all told to get to their seats. As Naruto saw some of them clutching their paper in shock, as it was a written test. Seriously, if Genins and Chunins weren't liable to know this. You finally realized, said Kurama. As Naruto drew a giant penis in the front of the paper, he was stuck in an immature body. He had permission to act immature. Personally, him and Kurama wanted Bud to grow up, so he could stop looking like a brat. And also there was a personal reason for him. On the physical side, time then finally ran out as Ibiki went on with his nonsense, as Naruto ignored all of this. As Naruto sighed, "You're all wusses," he said, as everyone turned towards him. I mean, god damn it. How can he keep you from being promoted by your own village? That would be an obstruction. Even so you can be promoted on the field. How stupid you are. You guys are just wusses, said Naruto, as he couldn't help the remaining few that were left. Ibiki glared at the boy. You want to push the issue, you punk? Yes, I think I do, Scarface, said Naruto, as both men glared at each other. It was tense and thick with tension. Until Ibiki smirked. Kid, you got quite the pair down there. As for the question, everyone passed. Finally, as they didn't understand. As Naruto decided to make them understand, he started to explain what happened, but his tone was full of swearing and curse words. As Naruto saw someone broke in. Thank God, a woman with a body, said Naruto. As Uncle turned to Ibiki, who's a brat? Ibiki shuffled through some papers. Naruto Uzumaki. Ah, Uncle says she threw a kunai. As no normal Genin would be able to catch it, but Naruto reached and took it out of the air as he twirled her on his finger. Nice try, Trenchcoat. I'm a step above these worthless Genins. Uncle smirked. I like you, brat. You get the front row seat. Follow me to training ground 44. As she grabbed the blonde and vanished in a body flicker. As everyone was just watching the scene with a shocked look on their faces. Time skip. You all need to sign this so I won't be blamed for your death. We can get killed, said Sakura. Yep, Pinky, you can get killed. You're Kunoichi. Grow up. As Sakura was flustered, as Uncle had them sign the waivers. Once Team 7 was at the gate, as Uncle called the exam by shouting, Sexy time with Naruto-chan. As they move in, did she really just say that at Sakura? I hope not, said Naruto. I tend to last a lot longer than that. Sakura realized what he was saying as her face turned red. Hang on, I gotta take a piss. As he said in a rather crude way, he did not care about what they thought. As Naruto was finished with his business, he was attacked by a rain. Genin. As Sakura and Sasuke heard a scream when they saw Naruto step onto the bush. What happened? Well, a ninja attacked me, so I removed him, said Naruto. Sasuke shrugged a soccer gulp. Is the genin alright? I hope not. Else you'll be a freak. I don't think people recover from having their chest cavity removed. As a massive gust tried to slam into the group as Naruto splits it in half with his own wind technique. He then heard a chuckle as he raised an eyebrow. Akatsuki? Here? He didn't really want to reveal his powers, but Orochimaru was so annoying to kill. Goddamn snake regeneration bullshit. Goddamn Edo Tensei reanimation bullshit. And Naruto thought that he was overpowered. He sighed in annoyance. My, you must be more skilled than I thought to avoid my jutsu. My snake will have some fun time chewing on you. As Orochimaru released a massive killer intent that paralyzed Sasuke and Sakura, as there was a giant snake behind him that looked towards them hungrily. You know, Orochimaru, snakes can't chew, said Naruto. As Naruto realized he wasn't wearing that Akatsuki clothing, which meant that he wasn't an Akatsuki. Orochimaru raised an eyebrow as Naruto asked, why are you here? As he sent the snake towards Naruto. As the snake rushed towards him, Naruto's hand started to channel a lot of chakra. As he leaped up in the air, the snake came after him. As Naruto sliced it in half before he landed as he turned. They see Sasuke fighting Orochimaru, and he was losing badly. As Naruto appeared in front of the man, Orochimaru smirked until his smirk turned to a frown, as he could not dodge the blonde pest, no matter what he did, as one of Naruto's fists slammed into his face, but he replaced himself at the last moment with a log that exploded. Orochimaru was quite shocked when Naruto stepped out of it, unharmed and unfazed. Can you, like, piss off or something? Or is there something that you want? Orochimaru's neck extended towards the down Sasuke and bit him before he released him as Sasuke cried in pain. I simply want to let you know that Sasuke will come to me for power. He then ran by melting away in a tree. As Naruto sighed as he walked over to the screaming Sasuke. Stop being a cunt, you fool. I get it, you got a hickey from a old dude that has weird feelings and give you weird desires. As Sasuke fell unconscious, Naruto picked him up. As Sakura decided to set some traps as they arrived in a small cave. When she returned back in, there was a penis drawn on Sasuke's forehead. Naruto, this is no time for games. Naruto shrugged, there was always time for games. Why did she think procrastinating was so much fun? After a few minutes or so, the traps were being disarmed as they went out there to see Zaku. We're here for the Uchiha. You can't have him, Sakura screamed. Too bad. It's not like you can stop me, you pathetic leaf ninja. As Doso and Ken and his teammates dropped down. You know, girl, maybe you can stop me, said Naruto. You know, said Kurama, we can make this shameless flirting of yours a game. Oh? Try me, said Naruto. As Naruto was not talking inwardly, as he gave Mount a look because he was talking out loud. Team 10 was watching the thing from hiding spot. Shika, we gotta help them. Forehead, and Naruto is in trouble. Troublesome. I know, right? Come on. As Choji transformed and came rolling in, forcing the sound team to jump back. As Naruto ignored all of this as he spoke to Kurama. As Rock Lee then came in, as he tried to attack Dosu but Zaku stopped that. How many women can you charm, said Kurama. Not jealous, are we, said Naruto. Not really. In fact, I'm wondering, which one you can actually get? How much, said Naruto. Not a ridiculous amount, but that makes no sense. If we're stuck in this world, you might as well give me a show and enjoy yourself. Alright then, said Naruto, you have a deal. This is probably a bit degrading to women, but our society is sexist, especially in these ninja times, said Naruto. As Naruto then moved, he moved so fast that none of them saw him. As several things happened. 1. Zaku was sent flying. Dosu was sent flying. As Sakura had cut her hair so she could escape from Ken. As Ken screamed a bit. What touched me, she said. As her face was unnatural red as she squirmed a bit. Suddenly, Sasuke appeared all ominous in a dark, purple chakra as Naruto watched him. He then broke Zaku's arms as Naruto watched with interest. As Sakura stopped him by hugging him. What a lame way to go out. As those two handed their skull over and took his teammates and ran. As Naruto sighed. Let's get the hell out of here, shall we? Time skip. Naruto sent a shadow to tag Kabuto as he had left because of his so-called injuries. As Naruto sat down as Sasuke's first fight went on for a while, it was boring as he could not really use any jutsus. Instead, he copied Lee's move from earlier. You know, Lee should sue him for copyright infringement, but Lee is too youthful for that. As Naruto watched the next matchup was Zaku versus Shino. How the hell did he not notice a bug crawling upon him and plugging a hole in his arms? He blew his own arms off. Huh. Kind of disgusting. The next match was Konko vs Musume, as Naruto burst out laughing. Holy shit, he even put makeup on dolls. Man the hell up, you little girl, said Naruto, as Konko shouted at him, but the proctor told him to be quiet. The next match was... Mother of God. What? I can't understand. That was pathetic, said Naruto. Like you could do any better, Naruto, you idiot, said Sakura, as Naruto shook his head. Pathetic. That wasn't even a fight. As Naruto turned away from Sakura and Ino, that was just a disappointment. As Tenten and Temari went down there, weapons and jutsus. See, this is how Kunoichi's fight. What you and Ino did was just bitch slap each other. As Kin was passing by Naruto to face off in Shikamaru. So, did you enjoy that feeling, said Naruto with a smirk. He took great amusement to watch her blush. To tease young Kunoichis who weren't aware of their feelings or their bodies. It was fun. He watched as Shikamaru defeated Kin. As Naruto's name was called, then Kiba was, as they made their way down there. You know, you should give up. I don't want to humiliate you too badly, said Kiba. As Kurna expected that easy win for Kiba, he got this one in the bag. Naruto stood no chance. As Kiba moved towards Naruto. As Naruto stood there and looked at his hand. Was he running or walking? He was so slow. As Kurna watched. As Naruto reached out and grabbed Kiba by the face, he lifted him up and threw him over himself and crushed him in the ground. A clone appeared without Naruto performing any hand signs as he grabbed Akamaru and lifted him up by his leg. Hey, boss. Yes, minion? Can I shut this thing up? The clone asked, looking at Akamaru. No, minion. Why not? We're not animal killers. That's the worst crime of them all. The clone snorted as everyone was surprised by the interaction between minion and boss. That was his clone, right? Whatever. Kiba groaned as he picked himself up slowly. You bastard! As Naruto turned towards him. Oh, you're slow weak, huh? But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next person to do, like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on the bell notifications to be posted. Remember to share to all of your friends in social media platform. And also guys, remember to go ahead and check out the brand new episode, brand new series of What If Naruto Had the Most Powerful Sharingan. And enjoy that guys over Anime King 3. And if you're new and this is the first time hearing my voice, remember to go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become a part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be planning talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, I'm out for now. See you guys soon. Peace.